Hey, good afternoon, everyone. What a feel-good day today is. Thank you, President Heinemann, faculty, trustees, and staff, friends and family, and of course, our class of 2024, the graduates right here from North Shore Community College. It really is an honor to be here with all of you to celebrate this milestone. The NSCC class of 2024 in total is made up of close to 700 graduates. That's close to 700 stories, unique and individual journeys that got you to this very day. Among you are single parents who are looking for a new way to support your family. There are students who knew what they wanted to do right away, straight out of high school, and came here with a major in mind. There were others who came here to explore and figure it out along the way. There are people who had worked for a number of years, maybe well into their careers, and decided, I want to try something new, and needed a place to start. There are first-generation students who come from immigrant families and may be the first in their families to pursue higher education. That's the beauty of a community college education. Each of you have different dreams and different goals. You've all had different ways of getting here, but all of you, every single one, has done the work, and today you all get to say you're one step closer to pursuing the dreams you've imagined for yourself. And let me be the next person to tell you, because I'm sure I am not the first, how proud I am of you, putting in the time, the effort, whatever it took to be successful. In Massachusetts, education is our calling card. It's what brings people here. We consider it to be a competitive advantage that elevates our workforce, attracts employers, and puts us at the forefront of the global economy. In fact, of all the states in the entire country, we have the highest number of college-degreed adults. And Governor Healy and I and the rest of our administration know that in order to maintain that advantage, that competitive advantage that all of you give us, to lengthen our lead, so to speak, and to ensure that Massachusetts is a place that works for and welcomes all, more equitable, more opportunities, we've got to make sure that higher ed is affordable and accessible to all residents. Because we know when you make education accessible and affordable, frankly, everyone benefits from it. That's why last summer we marked a major milestone for higher education in Massachusetts in two ways. We launched Mass Reconnect. I hope some of you are beneficiaries of that. That means for anyone over the age of 25, community college is free, the best way to help people achieve their dreams. And last fall, we also expanded something called Mass Grant Plus. That's our state-based financial aid programs. Now, I'm a proud graduate of Salem State. Any other Vikings in the room? Thank you. We're always the loud ones. When I went to Salem State, you could hustle all summer if you worked all summer. You could be a bad waitress, like I was, and make enough money to pay for your tuition and fees. Now, sadly, that situation has long passed us by. For too many people, public higher ed is not as affordable and accessible as we need it to be. And it's one of the reasons we knew we had to expand our state financial aid systems for our lowest income students, but also for our middle income families. So if your journey next year takes you to any of our public higher ed institutions, any of our state universities, or a UMass system, know that you are going to benefit from reduced cost because we want you to have the opportunity to achieve whatever dream you have. We believe very simply that higher education should be attainable, and in Massachusetts, we believe in investing in things that make us better. Because we know when our students attend public higher education, they stay in Massachusetts. As the president mentioned, we've got future nurses, teachers, business entrepreneurs, lieutenant governors in this room. That's the benefit of public higher ed. And I come to you as a proud product of these kinds of investments. I am the daughter of an immigrant. My mom was born in Trinidad. My dad grew up right here in Lynn. He was a career Navy man, so we traveled all around the world. I was born in Hawaii and lived in lots of different places. I took Salem as my hometown when I moved here to go to Salem State. That was many years ago, and staying in Massachusetts was definitely the best decision I've ever made. At that time, you could afford to live in this community, in a community like Salem, a gateway city, nearly 400 years old, and really that livability that comes with being in a place that has different income levels, different backgrounds, felt very much like home to me. So know that Massachusetts is a special place. We're working hard to do everything we can to continue to make it more affordable, more equitable, and more competitive, and you're a big part of that. We need you to be part of our future, whether it's as a teacher, an educator, someone who's a social worker, an entrepreneur, a marketing manager, a CEO. We need you to stay here because we know your futures are bright. It's actually quite selfish of us to invest in you to make your education affordable, because we know when you succeed, we succeed. We want to make sure that these higher ed opportunities are available not just for you, but for future generations as well. And as you celebrate your achievements today and dream about your futures, I want to make one more just personal appeal to you. That's to consider a career or involvement or engagement in public service. I know the public sphere can be viewed as somewhat challenging on the national level, especially. Too many people seem polarized around their differences, unwilling to compromise or work together. But I'd encourage you not to give up and not to check out of public life. You all have special skills, and particularly if you think about where you live, like you have an opportunity to influence whether or not we have the housing we need, whether or not we have the high-quality schools that we need, whether or not the resources being expended in your city or town and your community are being expended on the things you think make sense. If you care about where you live, the most important thing you can do is give back to it, whether that's in a role as a career. We need finance officers and procurement officers and accountants and treasurers and a whole slew of people to really make a city or town work. Or where that's as a volunteer, giving back in a library or a planning board or a zoning board. Whatever your interests and passions are, we need you and there's a role for you in the community you live in. Because when I look at all of you, I'm really optimistic. I see something wonderful. I see a diverse community. I see amazing talent. I see resilience, being able to overcome whatever life throws you, to be here coming across this stage to get your diploma. So I want to thank you for what you've already done. I want to root for you for whatever you might be doing next. And I want to congratulate you on earning your degree. It's something no one will ever be able to take away from you, that you earned a degree right here from this institution. And for whatever you do next, wherever that journey takes you, remember, you are on your way to achieving greatness, and in Massachusetts, we're not only proud of you, we stand with you, ready to partner in all of your success. Because when you succeed, we succeed. Congratulations, class of 2024. Keep up the great work.